Hey there, welcome to What Kind of a Life Path Number 2 Are You? Did you know that there's more than one way to be a life path number 2? Many people will say, oh, I'm a life path number 2, but I need to know what kind of a life path number 2 are you? What makes up your number 2? There's umpteen different ways to be a 2 life path number, and it's super important that you understand the sub-lessons that you chose to bring with you in your soul's contract that will determine what kind of a 2 you're going to be. So let's take a look at that. So first of all, let's talk about calculation methods. There's very many different types of calculation methods out there on the internet, but the 2 I want to talk about today is the first one. That's when we're going to add all the numbers straight across to come up to a double digit. So when we take March 25th of 1959, we're going to add that straight across. March is worth 3, the 25th day, 2 and 5, 1959. Add it all together, it comes to 34, and 3 and 4 equals 7. This means that this method is implying that we are here to learn about the 3 sub-lesson, which is about communication and self-expression and creativity, and the 4, which is all about stability and process and being a planner and being a little bit more focused, so that we can be the best 7 that we can be. Now, this is my date of birth, and this is what kind of turned me on to this method over here, which is that of Matthew Oliver Goodwin's. So my date of birth, March 25th, 1959. When we break it down independently, March comes down as a 3. The 25th day, 2 and 5 equals 7. 1959, add it all together, comes to 24. That's a double digit, got to reduce it. 2 and 4 equals 6. So now we're going to add up 3 plus 7 plus 6 equals 16, 7. So when I first learned this method, I was completely blown away by it because I could never understand or connect the dots to the 3 and the 4. Clearly, I have no trouble communicating. I'm organized, I'm on time, I'm a planner, all that kind of stuff. I couldn't be in business if I wasn't. So those sub-lessons didn't speak to me. The 7 spoke to me on big levels, but the 3 and the 4 didn't. So when I discovered this, and my number came up as a 16, 7, the 1 relates to learning independence, learning how to be a bit more confident, stepping into your leadership, creative potential, all that kind of stuff. Damn straight, I had to learn that. And the 6 is all about learning when is your responsibility and when isn't it? How do you step away from all the family drama? I've got all those t-shirts too. So this really spoke to me. Now, I'm not going to say that this is, the absolute way to do it. I've stopped saying that. I said that for a long time. I'm not saying that anymore. What I am saying is you kind of have to do it both ways. Once you learn the sub-lessons, which I'll be teaching you over the next 9 videos, once you learn those sub-lessons, you're going to be able to distinguish which one feels better to you. This is not about me being right, guys. This is about you tapping into the numbers that make up your soul's contract, the numbers you chose to put into your soul's contract. Okay, so let's take a look at this too. So the 2 possibilities for a 2 life path number include the 20/2 and the 11/2. All right, so let's talk about the 20/2 firstly. Okay, so this is learning all about patience. That relates to the number 2, learning patience, being a team player, a collaborator, somebody who likes to work alongside of other people. They don't particularly like working by themselves. They're better in a partnership. This is somebody who's learning how to manage their extreme sensitivity. They're embracing their creative potential and gaining confidence with their intuitive gifts while using them to be of service. So how do we know that? We know that the 0 in here is all about intuitive gifts. So whenever we see a 0 in a life path number, that's a clue that tells us, I'm supposed to be working on those intuitive gifts. I need to develop them and share them with people. So the 2 is asking us to learn how to resist the temptation to be codependent, because remember, the 2 is not like the 1. The 1 says, I want to be alone. The 2 says, I want to be in partnership. So they can tend to be a little bit on the needy side. So it's resisting that tendency to be the codependent. And then it's also resisting that temptation to come from a place of servitude and rather stay a little bit more balanced in sight of being of service rather than of servitude. And then we look at the 11. So you know that the 11 is a master number. So this master number implies this person is a spiritual messenger. So the double 1s are all about applying your lessons to learning how to be a little bit more independent, a little bit more creative, more of a leader, a little bit more confident. So the 11s have the double intensity of learning those lessons because we have double 1s. That's why we call it a master number, right? 2 1s come into creating a master number. So it's double the intensity of learning the number 1, which is a masculine vibration. Now the 2 over here, that's the feminine vibration. That's learning how to receive. The 1 says I got to push. The 2 says I have to receive. So these guys have to find a way to develop confidence in their creative potential and inspire other people with it. So determine, what is your creative potential? What are you good at? What is it that really inspires you? Because the 11s have to work from a place of inspiration, while also, as I say, balancing that masculine energy of the double 1 with the single vibration of the single 2. Now, when we go and look at the master number a little further, you can see that sometimes your date of birth will add up to 29, and 2 and 9 equal 11. So you'd be there learning the lessons related to the 2 and the 9. It is possible to have your date of birth add up to just an 11, okay, where in fact your sub-lessons will be the double 1s. But if you were born on a date of birth that creates the 29, you're going to have to work on the energy related to the 2 and the 9. And you're going to have to watch my other videos to find that all out. Or you could have been born with a 3811 or even a 4711. Okay, so it's not enough to just say you're an 11, right? So we want to dig a little bit deeper. So you might want to check out my video on YouTube called What Kind of an 11 Are You? Okay, that can answer an awful lot of questions for you. So hoping that you want to learn more, because isn't this a little bit more interesting than saying I'm a 2 life path number or an 11 life path number? If you want to learn more, check out the Clarity Seekers community. This is something that I created a little while ago, and it is kicking some serious ass in there, guys. It's so much fun. We have all kinds of live classes going on. We've got master classes. We have expert speakers coming in every single month. We've got live events, monthly oracle card readings, life coaching, you name it, we've got it. So we would love to have you in there. It's $22 a month. You can cancel anytime. All kinds of bonuses for signing up. So check it out. It's on my website, AnnePerryNumerologist.com/Clarity Seekers Community. Hope to see you there. Take care and bye for now.